and Geldings claiming pacers racing 1 mile. The 1 JB's Escort. By Clarence DeLong of Grove City. Terry Groves drives. Number 2 Bucks Up. Laced by Jason Adkins of Middletown with Jeff out. Number 3 Locked In Style owned by Vernon Byers Jr. of Mechanicsburg for Melby Over Jr. Number 4 AV's Cash Flow owned by Raymond Thiel of London with Lance Wiegand. The 5 Candy Snatcher owned by Ken Albertson and Ken Ledford of Ohio. John Collins drives. Number 6 The Director owned by David Nigmeyer of Mechanicsburg with Eric Ledford. Number 7 It's a Trap laced by Lou Ann Yoder of London. Mike Wilder drives. Number 8 Squires Rights owned by Ralph Branson of Greenfield. Keith Haynes gets the call. 9 is Kirian Cloud owned by Neil Long and Alvy Long of Ohio. Brad Handers in the bike. And number 10 Brett's Emblem owned by the Rents Davis stable of Dayton. Jamie Westman in the sulky. Williams and Geldings lining up behind the gate. The gate swings into the backstretch, and there they go. And they're off. The 5 Candy Snatcher is first to leave alongside the 2nd AV's Cash Flow. From the inside to 3rd comes Bucks Up. Off the rail 4th, JB's Escort. Dropping into 5, Locked In Style. Sliding through 6th comes Brett's Emblem on the inside. Racing 7th, it's The Director. Along the rail 8th, It's a Trap. Early 9th and part to the outside, it's Kirian Cloud. Squires Rights right there is racing 10th. As they reach that first quarter-mile marker, opening panel 27 2/5. And on the front, AV's Cash Flow sets the early pace, leads by a length. Candy Snatcher follows a close second. Gapping at 4 lengths, 3rd on the inside. It's Bucks Up, 2 lengths. 4th to JB's Escort, 5 along the rail, Locked In Style. 2 lengths, 6th to The Director. Inside is 7th, Brett's Emblem. And Kirian Cloud advancing down to the outside, beginning his move 8th. Saving ground 9th, It's a Trap, and to the outside of 10th, Squires Rights as they reach the half 57 3. And AV's Cash Flow continues to lead by a length and a half 2. Candy Snatcher waits patiently 2nd, and now moving first up of the outside. 3 comes JB's Escort. Bucks Up is locked in, racing a 4th. Locked In Style with the cover to the outside is racing 5th. 3 wide, Kirian Cloud continues his frontward motion. Field begins to tighten now as they approach the 3/4-mile marker. AV's Cash Flow beginning to feel the heat now. Candy Snatcher is locked in a 2nd. Kirian Cloud is still moving on the outside. He's now 3rd at the 3/4 in 1:28. Midway to the final turn, AV's Cash Flow is under attack. Kirian Cloud to the outside, and here comes It's a Trap. 3 wide to the outside. Candy Snatcher down low with less than 1/8 of a mile to go, and down the stretch they come. It's still AV's Cash Flow with the lead. Kirian Cloud parked the entire mile to the outside. Here comes It's a Trap, far outside, rushing hard, deep stretch. It's a Trap, and Kirian Cloud hangs on by a neck in 1:58 2. Trackside, the unofficial winner of the first, number 9, Kirian Cloud, a 5-year-old Ohio-bred son of Santa Style from Bust Out Reignin' by Silent Majority. Owned by Neil and Alvy Long of Ohio. Alvy Long trains Brad Hanners in the sulky. Kirian Cloud parked the entire mile this evening, getting up to win his first season's victory in record time tonight, 1:58 2/5. 9-7 Perfecta pays $443.60. Parade Marshal Kathy McDonald is leading the horses postward for race number 2, second half of this evening's daily double. Condition Trotters racing 1 mile. Scratch number 3, Chicago Radar. Field of 8 remain. Number 1 is Pentagon Chief, owned by Michael Perkins of Circleville. Scott Mogan drives. Number 2, Gentle Wind, owned by Burton Walker of Sunbury with Mike Walker. 3 is Scratch. Number 4, Bob's Express, owned by Jim Lewis and Herman Kinder of Troy with Jim Lewis driving. Number 5, Hills NUTTERBUTER, owned by Sturgill Loma of Bainbridge and Jim Arledge of Circleville. Mel Turcott gets the call. Number 6, GB Happy Chance, owned by George Herschel of Salem with Jeff Cox. Number 7, KF Shem, owned by Henry Kaufman of Baltimore, Brad Handerza. Number 8, Lakewater Princess, owned and driven by Ellen Spearman of Mount Vernon. And number 9, China Score, owned by Fuller of Newark, Ty Van Roden in the sulky. Second race condition, trotters lining up behind the gate. They're on the back stretch, and there they go. And they're off. From the outside, Lakewater Princess is first to leave. China Score alongside came with her second. KF Shem to the inside, trotting third. Early fourth, Bob's Express. Angling in 5, GB Happy Chance. To the inside, racing sixth, it's Pentagon Chief. Early 7th along the rail, Gentle Wind. The trailer 8th, Hills NUTTERBUTER. Round of the upper turn, and Lakewater Princess has circled to take the lead. China Score right on her back is trotting a second. KF Shem follows third. They're at the first quarter-mile marker, 29 1/5. It's a gap of 5 lengths. Fourth to Bob's Express. Another 3 lengths to GB Happy Chance. Trotting sixth, Pentagon Chief. 2 lengths. Seventh to Gentle Wind. Trailing, it's Hills NUTTERBUTER. Into the clubhouse turn to go, and Lakewater Princess rating the mile now leads the way by a length, but China Score, the outstanding 3-year-old final score filly, is right on her back, trotting a second. KF Shem is gapping 2 lengths third. They reach the half in 1 minute. Bob's Express now closing the gap, racing fourth, and here comes GB Happy Chance moving first up on the outside 5. 3 lengths sixth to Pentagon Chief, and underway 7th comes Gentle Wind. Off the turn and down the back stretch. Lakewater Princess, she's led the entire mile. She leads by a length, and now to the outside, KF Shem is coming to challenge the leader. China Score is now locked in, trotting a third, and to the outside, GB Happy Chance continues. Fourth, 3 wide at the 3/4, 1:31. Midway to the final turn, and Lakewater Princess looking to wire the field, leads by a length. KF Shem at the leader's wheel is pressuring it to GB Happy Chance. Into striking position, and China Score has yet to move on the inside with less than an eighth. And down the stretch they come. Lakewater Princess holds off the charge of the outside. GB Happy Chance, and here comes Gentle Wind far outside. Gentle Wind sweeping the field. Gentle Wind gets up to win it. Race 2 is now official. 2-9 perfected pace, $31.40, $31.40. Tonight's daily double 9-2 combination, $35.80, $35.80. Trackside, the official winners, second race, number 2, Gentle Wind, a 3-year-old Ohio-bred daughter of Ambrose Solar from Mighty Megan by Mighty Crown. By Burton Walker of Sunbury, Mike Walker trains and drives this evening. Gentle Wind in only her 3rd lifetime start, scoring her first career win in record time this evening, 2:02 1/5. Complete order finish, number 1, Pentagon Chief, 7. Number 2, Gentle Wind, the winner. 3 was scratched. Number 4, Bob's Express, 6. 5, Hills NUTTERBUTER, 8. Number 6, GB Happy Chance, 3. 7, KF Shem, 5. 8, Lakewater Princess, 4. And the 9, China Score, 2. Top down, 7-1 scratch, 6-8-3, 5-4, 2. In the upcoming 3rd race, number 9, Tucson's Fillet. Make the driver Jerry Kushbach Jr. Introducing the horses, race number 3, Fillies and Mares Condition, claiming Pacers, racing 1 mile. Full field of 10. Number 1 is Rap Session, owned by Essig Gilmore, Bosch and Rogers of Ohio and New Jersey. Joe Essig Jr. drives. 2 is Halcyon's Prelude, owned by Rex Bode of Thornville with Trent Tharps. Number 3, Crestland, over the Crest Farms in Miamisburg, handled by Brent Holland. Number 4, Great Tucson, owned by the Band Boys stable of Richwood with Ryan Holton. Number 5, The Colts Princess, owned by Janet and Paul Huffman of Reynoldsburg, Jimmy Wismana. Number 6, Ms. Fitch, shown by Millard Adams of Carlisle for Dale Hamilton. 7, Brookfield WK, owned by Deborah Rose of Miamisburg for Don Feaster. 8 is Lip Baker, owned by Pam and Dave Hanauer of Lebanon. Chris Justice drives. Number 9, Tucson's Filly, owned by Larry Samuels, Sheldon Sinai, and Harold Block of Ohio. Make the driver Jerry Kuchbach Jr. At number 10, Sunset Express, owned by Robert Reynolds of London. Terry Groves in the sulky. Third race, pacing fillies and mares are all in behind the gate. They're on the backstretch. There they go. And they're off. Great Tucson fires quickly for the lead. Off stride early is Halcyon's Prelude, and Halcyon's Prelude off stride leaving as they move towards the first turn. Rap Session will now take command inside a second. It's Great Tucson. Along the rail, pacing a third. Brookfield WK to the inside, racing a fourth. Comes Tucson's Filly, gapping 3 lengths 5 to Sunset Express. 3 lengths 6th on the inside comes Ms. Fitch. Early 7th as they reach the first quarter-mile marker. Lip Baker first stop, 29 1/5. 2 lengths 8th. It's Crestland. 9th along the rail as they come to the stretch. Nicole's Princess. The trailer following the miscue leaving is Halcyon's Prelude. Field in straight alignment with Rap Session on the front, in control by a length and a half. Great Tucson. Guard Spot Trip is second. Brookfield WK follows third, inside of fourth to Tucson's Filly. Moving first up 5 on the outside now. Here comes Sunset Express, saving ground 6th along the rail. It's Ms. Fitch. They reach the half at 101 1/5. Off the turn and down the backstretch they go in essay. On front with Rap Session. They lead by a length and a half. But Great Tucson is waiting patiently second. Here comes Sunset Express, moving quickly on the outside to pressure the leader, racing third. Inside to fourth, the Brookfield WK. Outside, gapping cover fourth. Here comes Crestland. Inside, racing a sixth. It's Tucson's Filly as the field begins to tighten. Rap Session continues to front by a length. At the 3/4, 131 1/5, and Great Tucson is now waiting for racing room. Sunset Express can't keep up on the outside. Brookfield WK slipping up the rail as they turn for home. Less than 1/8 of a mile to go, and down the stretch they come. It's Rap Session with a lead. Great Tucson is coming at him and coming on. Brookfield WK to the inside. Here comes Tucson's Filly from far back. Rap Session in front. Trackside, the unofficial winner off the rail, Rap Session, a 3-year-old Ohio-bred daughter of Tucson Hanover from Mom's Melody by Big Towner. Obayase, Gilmore, Batch and Rogers of Ohio and New Jersey. Joe Essig Jr., the trainer and a driver this evening. Rap Session, 2 of 2 now in 95, pacing to 9th mile in 2:01 and 80. Complete order finish. The 1 Rap Session, the winner. Number 2, Halcyon's Prelude 7. Introducing the horses, race number 4, first division, second leg of the Hatfield Automall Pacing Series. Racing 1 mile, a purse of $3,000. This a field of 7 with no changes. The 1 I'll Be Happy, owned by Don Eggers of Wilmington. Dave Miller drives. Number 2, Please Remit, owned by Walt Beaver of Hilliard for Bob Harper. Number 3, HERSHEL HYLIGHT, owned by Royal Damper, Brian Brown of the HYLIGHT stable with Mike Wilder up. Number 4, BANNACK, owned by Dean Collins and Diane Elliott of Ohio. Dean Collins up. 5 is Clapstick, owned by Ellis Lakes of Lebanon. John L. Barnes drives. 6 is Hornblower, owned by Mike Collier of Pataskala. Joe Essig Jr. the bike. 7 is Shannon Partner, owned by Don Robinson of Westchester. Eric Ledford in the sulky. Win Play Show Perfecta Pick 3 wagering. First division pacing stallions and geldings lining up behind the gate. They're on the backstretch and there they go. They're off and pacing, and I'll Be Happy off the rail promptly for the lead alongside. It's Please Remit. Outside pacing third comes Clapstick. Early fourth, it's HERSHEL HYLIGHT as a gap of 2 lengths 5 to BANNACK. On the inside, gapping 6th Hornblower. Shannon Partner, the early trailer 7th. Midway through the first turn and on the front of the lead, I'll Be Happy leads by 2. Please Remit on the inside is racing a second. Clapstick parked on the outside is caught uncovered third. They're at the first quarter, 28-1. Along the rail racing a fourth. HERSHEL HYLIGHT inside 5 to BANNACK. Hornblower follows 6th, then comes Shannon Partner. Moving to the stretch, and I'll Be Happy on cruise control here, leading by a length and a half, 2. Clapstick on the outside is racing second. He'll take a breather here. Along the rail third, it's Please Remit, followed by HERSHEL HYLIGHT. Here comes Shannon Partner now moving to the outside, taking advantage of the cover, racing second over 5th. They reach the half at 58-2. BANNACK is now locked in, racing 6th. Then comes Hornblower. Off the turn and down the backside, I'll Be Happy by 2. And here comes Shannon Partner to pressure the leader on the outside. And Shannon Partner from last is now pressuring on the outside. Along the rail, it's Please Remit. Slipping up the inside comes HERSHEL HYLIGHT 4th. BANNACK saving ground 5 at the 3/4. And I'll Be Happy beginning to pull away now at the 3/4. 127-1. And I'll Be Happy will wire the field here. He leads by 5. Inside second, it's Please Remit. HERSHEL HYLIGHT and BANNACK moving 3 wide as they turn for home. Less than an eighth of a mile to go, but it's all I'll Be Happy at 1-9, putting away this field. Outside, a battle for place with HERSHEL HYLIGHT, BANNACK and Please Remit. I'll Be Happy. 4 straight in 155-1. Trackside, the official winners, First Division, second leg of the Hatfield Automall Pacing Series. From off the rail this evening, I'll Be Happy, a 3-year-old son of Slapstick from I'll Be Dreamin' by Isle of Wight. All by Don Eggers of Wilmington. Ben Eggers trains Dave Miller in the sulky. This sophomore is having a sensational start, his 4th consecutive win now. Earning a new lifetime mark tonight and doing it easily, 155. 1/5. 1-3 perfected pays $4.20, and tonight's pick 3. The 2-3 with the 1 and 1, $16.60, $16.60. 5th race, Pacing Fillies and Mares are on the track and parading to the post. Scratched number 9, Katarina Wick. Number 1 is Stephanie's Destiny. Laced by Ralph Branton of Greenfield. Keith Haynes drives. 2, Jessica Tomar, by Richard Maver of London. Justin Hall drives. 3 is No Casino, owned by Timmy Harmon and Brian Harmon of Ohio. Brad Hanners up. 4 is Dolly Dart, owned by Richard West of Mount Gilead for Melanie Williams. Number 5, Gift, owned by Pacey Millen, Ken Cohen, and Glenn Gross of Pepper Pike, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Sam Coven drives. 6 is Hacks Cannon, owned by Jim Hackett and Frank Cannon Sr. of Ohio for Ron Steck. 7, Paula's Pal, owned by Larry Reed of Xenia for Jack Franklin. Number 8, Elmhurst Joy, Clara Young of Springfield, the owner Darren Mauser up. 9 is Scratched, and number 10, Demas, owned by John Perrin of Lebanon. John Perrin driving. Win Play Show Perfecta and Twin Trifecta Wager. The field's on the backstretch. There they go. And they're off. From the far outside, the 8, Elmhurst Joy, sprinting quickly for the lead alongside the 6, Hacks Cannon. From the inside of 3rd, the 3, No Casino alongside 4th. It's Dolly Dart. Off the rail 5 came Stephanie's Destiny, moving through nicely. 6th, Demas. Inside pacing 7th, Jessica Tomar. Parked early 8th, it's Gift. Trailing 9th, it's Paula's Pal as they reach the first quarter-mile marker. Elmhurst Joy sent to the early pace. Hacks Cannon dropped momentarily right back to the outside, will take the lead. At the first quarter, 29 seconds, and Hacks Cannon, the 3-year-old BJ Scoot filly, has taken over. Leads by a length. Elmhurst Joy on the inside is second. No Casino with a snow cold is pacing a 3rd. Dolly Dart follows 4th. Here comes Stephanie's Destiny, first to move on the outside, pressuring 5. Demas on the inside is racing 6th, gapping 3 lengths 7th. As they approach the half, it's Jessica Tomar. To the outside 8th comes Gift, followed by Paula's Pal. They're at the half in 1 minute and 3. And on the front, Hacks Cannon looking things over, leads by a length. Elmerhurst Joy waiting patiently on the inside is second. Stephanie's Destiny continues. The forward motion is now third. Inside to fourth, it's Dolly Dart. Outside, drafting with cover, Demas. Inside, shuffle back, buried sixth, it's Dolly Dart. Field begins to tighten now. It's Hax Cannon still in control by a length. Elmerhurst Joy is now locked in. She's racing a second. Stephanie's Destiny easing to the outside is third. Here comes Paula's Pal. 4 wide on the outside. 3/4, 131 and 2. Midway to the final turn. Hax Cannon by a length. Elmerhurst Joy still waiting patiently too. Along the rail third, it's No Casino with less than an eighth of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come. Hax Cannon with the lead. Elmerhurst Joy chasing a second. No Casino on the inside is third. It's Hax Cannon. Outside, Elmerhurst Joy is second. Hax Cannon in front. Trackside, the winner, number 6, Hax Cannon, a 3-year-old Ohio bred. Sired by jug-winning B.J. Scoot from Notches Elmerhurst by Big Towner. All by Jim Hackett and Frank Cannon Sr. of Ohio. John Schultz and the trainer Ron Steck in the sulky. Her first lifetime win, giving her a mark of 2:01. Complete order finish, the 1 Stephanie's Destiny, 8. Number 2 Jessica Tomar, 6. 3 No Casino, 3. 4 Dolly Dart, 4. Number 5 Gift, 5. Number 6 Hax Cannon, the winner. 7 Paula's Pal, 7. The 8 Elmerhurst Joy, 2. 9 was scratched, 10 Demas, 9. Top down, 8, 6, 3, 4, 5.
Runaway Bandit in between horses and Ohio Chance. Tipped out 3 wide. As Tyler Zimmy.
Presenting the horses, race number 6, second division, second leg of the Hatfield Automall Pacing Series. Stallions and Geldings racing a mile, a purse of $3,000. The 2 Artful Dragon is a late scratch. Number 1 is Hamilton Highlight, owned by the Highlight Stable and Bill Rowe of Ohio, Dave Miller up. 2 is out. 3 Guns and Knives, owned by B and Kenny Edwards of Delaware. Billy Walters drives. Number 4 is Steady Red, owned by Jesse Asher of Dayton for Brent Holland. 5 Chippin Mindale, owned by Dave Ehrenberg, the 2nd of Westerville for Charlie Neff. Number 6, Raven Under Glass, owned by Ray and Laura Bell of Westerville, Dave Hawk aboard. 7 is Bold Target, owned by Carl Antley of Xenia and Marcia Brill of Jamestown. Chip Noble in the sulky. Win Play Show, Perfecta, and Trifecta Wage. They swing to the backstretch. There they go. They're off and pacing. Steady Red is first to leave, and off the rail Hamilton Highlight scrambling to the front. From the outside comes Bold Target in the hunt early 4th. Guns and Knives angling in 5 as they move into the first turn. Raven Under Glass, and following a break the trailer is Chippin Mindale. Midway through the first turn, Miller has Hamilton Highlight on the front, leading by 2 lengths. Steady Red on the inside is second. Guns and Knives gapping 3 lengths third. Bold Target has found a seat 4th on the rail as they reach the first quarter. 27 and 4. And on the outside, here comes Raven Under Glass looking to flush cover as they come to the stretch. Hamilton Highlight by 2. Steady Red on the inside is second, but Bold Target is flushed. First up is now moving third. Along the rail of 4th, it's Guns and Knives with cover on the outside 5. Here comes Raven Under Glass, and trailing 6th, it's Chippin Mindale. Reaching the half, it's Hamilton Highlight by a length and a half. The half 57 and 3, and Bold Target continues to move to the outside, is now pressuring 2, and Bold Target at the leader's wheel is parked as they straighten out down the backstretch. Steady Red is locked in 3rd. Outside with cover 4th comes Raven Under Glass. Guns and Knives right there pacing 5. On towards the 3/4 mile marker, and Hamilton Highlight by 2 lengths. Steady Red on the inside is still second. Bold Target on the outside going nowhere now at 3rd as they reach the 3/4, 126 and 3, and Hamilton Highlight begins to move away, opens up by 5, 6 lengths on the inside. Steady Red, Bold Target, parked since the quarter, is now tiring as they turn for home with less than an eighth of a mile to go. Hamilton Highlight is sealing this one as he continues to draw away with every stride. Steady Red is still second. Bold Target is still gained 3rd. Guns and Knives and Raven Under Glass on the outside battle for show, but it's all Hamilton Highlight at the wire in 1:56. Trackside, the official winner of the second division, second leg of the pacing series. Off the rail tonight, Hamilton HYLIGHT. 3-year-old Ohio bred son of Falcon Elmhurst from Pretty Dreamer over the HYLIGHT stable, and William Rowe of Ohio. Brian Brown, the trainer. Dave Miller in the sulky. Hamilton HYLIGHT comes in from Ohio Sire Stakes at Lebanon to score his second season's victory in record time tonight. A gate-to-wire effort, 156 flat.
Steiner has the pacers for this evening's sixth race. The gate is rolling.
Ladies and gentlemen, the horses are parading postward for race number 7 this evening's 7th race. The Interstate 71 Trotting Series. Invitational trotters going postward for a purse of $8,000. Last week, racing at Northfield Park. Tonight here. Next week again, back to Cleveland. This a field of 9. Number 1 is Yellow Crick, owned by Robin Roll, Patricia Rowland, Francis Beard of Ohio, Dan Eder drives. Number 2, Cassin, owned by Bill Sanders of Atlanta, Georgia, for Ty Loy. 3 is Southpaw, owned by Jim Chapman and Penny Trott of Ohio and Florida, for Don Feaster. Number 4, Lord Arnold, owned by Albert and Regina Favo and Joe Vaquel of Michigan, make the driver Brad Handers. Handers will drive the 4. 5 is Dr. Ernie, owned by Neil Bauer and Betty Bauer of Ohio, for Dave Hawk. Number 6 is Berlin Flyer, owned by King, O'Donnell, Fargo, and King. Jeff Conger drives. 7 is Crubby, owned by Terry Gillen of Ohio, for Dave Miller. Number 8, Crown CRYSTA, owned by Marty Lavelle of Columbus, Kelly Shepard of the bike. And number 9, No Restrictions, owned by Jack Tremonti and Jim Snyder of Ohio, Jeff Fout in the sulky. 8. The gate swings into the back stretch, and there they go. And they're off. Lord Arnold away promptly for the lead. Yellow Crick is off stride early as they move away from the gate. Southpaw to the inside, trotting a second. Early a third, it's Dr. Ernie. Dropping in fourth comes Cassin. Outside, trotting 5 comes Berlin Flyer. Into the first turn, 6th on the rail, it's Crubby. Racing early 7th, Crown CRYSTA. To the inside, 8th, No Restrictions. The trailer following the break, Yellow Crick. At the first quarter-mile marker, first stop, a quick 28 and 4/5, and Lord Arnold leads the way by 3 lengths. Southpaw to the inside is trotting second, 2 lengths, third to Dr. Ernie, racing fourth to Cassin. 2 lengths, 5 comes Berlin Flyer. Outside, Flushing covers 6th, it's Crown CRYSTA. Along the rail, saving ground, 7th, Crubby, and No Restrictions. Into the passing lane is 8th, Yellow Crick trails 9th. On towards the half, and Lord Arnold with the lead, leads by 2 lengths. Southpaw to the inside, trotting second, the half, 58 and 2/5. Here comes Dr. Ernie, first up on the outside, pressure 3. Gapping that cover, 4th, it's Cassin. 3 wide to the outside, 5 comes Berlin Flyer. Along the rail, 6th, it's Crubby, between horses, Crown CRYSTA. Field begins to tighten now. It's Lord Arnold leading by 3 parts of a length. Dr. Ernie to the outside is trotting a second. Southpaw yet to move off the rail is third. And here comes Cassin to the outside. 3/4, 127 and 1. And Dr. Ernie puts a nose in front. Takes a lead by a half a length. Lord Arnold on the inside. And Cassin, longest shot of the board. Outside is coming to him. Less than 1/8 of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come. Dr. Ernie with the lead. Lord Arnold on the inside. Cassin at 40 to 1. Outside is coming at him and coming on. In mid-stretch, Dr. Ernie. Cassin to the outside. He won't reach him. Dr. Ernie hangs on by a neck at 157 and 3. Winner of this evening's 7th race. First leg here at Scioto Downs of the Interstate 71 Invitational Trotting Series. Number 5, Dr. Ernie. 4-year-old Ohio bred son of Dr. Zorgub from Ellis Pride by Monero Hanover. Owned by Neil Bauer and Betty Bauer of Ohio. Robert Belcher, the trainer. Dave Hawk in the sulky. 4th season's victory, and he earned a new lifetime mark this evening, shaving a 1/5 of a second off his mark last year in the championship final. Tonight's mile, 157 and 3/5. Introducing the horses, race number 8, the 3rd and final division for the Hatfield Automall Pacing Series, leg number 2. Stallions and Geldings racing 1 mile, purse of $3,000, no changes in this field of 7. The 1 is Mossy Creek, owned by Ken Rucker of Beecher, Illinois. Tony Morgan drives. 2 is Dr. Einstein, owned by Don and Carol Lehman of Columbus with Terry Groves. 3, Scootin' Sam, owned by Don Hagler and Lowell Green of Ohio, Mike Wilder. Number 4, Table A, owned by Laura Baker of Galloway with Jeff Fout. 5 is Chinese Rings, owned by Don Eggers of Wilmington, Dave Miller. Number 6, Sinjor Sam, owned by Tom Rose, Spencer and Wilbur Sindel of Ohio, Dean Collins drives. 7 is Impatient Spirit, owned by Jim Woodward of Groveport, Chip Noble in the sulky. One play show perfected trifecta, wagering 8 minutes to post, 8 minutes. 3rd Division pacing Stallions and Geldings lining up behind the gate. They're on the back stretch. There they go. And they're off. Chinese Rings powers away for the lead. Table A alongside is second. Far outside, Impatient Spirit getting underway early. Mossy Creek came off the rail 4th. Firing into the first turn, a big gap. 5 of the inside, it's Dr. Einstein. Along the rail, 6th, Scootin' Sam, the trailer. Sinjor Sam. Early speed duel as they approach the first quarter-mile marker. Chinese Rings has won the battle for the front. Mossy Creek settled in behind a second, and Impatient Spirit is caught uncovered, racing third, first quarter, 27-3. As they come to the stretch, Impatient Spirit will take command now, and Mossy Creek is moving early on the outside, and Mossy Creek charging to the front will take his turn on the front end. Impatient Spirit yielding on the inside is second. Chinese Rings remains third on the rail. Inside 4th to Table A, and here comes Dr. Einstein pressuring 5 as they approach the half. 6th on the outside, it's Scootin' Sam. The half, 56-4, and Mossy Creek on the front end will need a breather here, but here comes Dr. Einstein. Won't let him take that breather. He's there pressuring heavily. Down the backside they go. Mossy Creek leading by a neck. Dr. Einstein alongside is racing a second. Impatient Spirit along the rail is third. Scootin' Sam drafting along with cover is 4th. Chinese Rings shuffled back, buried 5 alongside us. 6th, Sinjor Sam. To the outside comes Table A. 3/4, 126-3, and Mossy Creek hangs on to the lead by a neck. Outside a second, it's Dr. Einstein, and Impatient Spirit waiting for the super stretch with less than 1/8 of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come. Mossy Creek with the lead. Outside, here comes Scootin' Sam. Further outside, Sinjor Sam. Longest shot of the board in deep stretch. Outside, Sinjor Sam puts a nose in front and gets there in 1:56-4. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing this evening's official winner, 3rd Division for the Hatfield Pacing Series. Longest shot of the board. Flying home to the outside, number 6, Sinjor Sam, a 4-year-old, son of Simcoe Hanover, from BJ's Ragdoll by Pumpet. By Thomas Rose, Spencer, and Wilbur Sindel of Ohio. Dean Collins, the trainer and driver this evening. His first season's victory. Doing it in a big way. Tonight's mile, 1:56 4/5. The complete order of finish: number 1, Mossy Creek 3, number 2, Dr. Einstein 7, 3, Scootin' Sam 2, 4, Table A 4, 5, Chinese Rings 5, number 6, Sinjor Sam the winner. Here are the horses now this evening's 9th and final heat of racing. Super effective pace racing, 1 mile, purse of $2,000. The 1 is Escort, owned and driven by Ty Van Roden. Number 2, Volunteer George. Carl Smith, the owner, Jeff Smith drives. 3, Soldier Hill, owned by Gene Humphrey of Columbus with Jim Shelton. Number 4, 11 by 14, owned by Keith Richardson and George Felton of Ohio, Mike Wilder driving. Number 5, High Creed Osborne, owned by Sandra Teague of Lebanon with Glenn Teague aboard. 6 is a Firm Bump, owned by Brian Jones and Claude Kirkpatrick of Greenville. Ron Steck with the lines. 7 is SHIAGRAM Illusion, owned by John Tatum of Columbus, Dan Adera. Number 8 is JT Mike, laced and driven by Mr. Ted Jesus of St. Mary's. 9 is Dummy Rum Runner, owned by Mabel Fisher, Wilmington, Larry Fisher the bike. Number 10, Dr. McCoy, owned by Don and Gene McKeeve Newark, Jeff out in the sulky. Win Play Show Perfecta, Superfecta Wagering. They're on the back stretch. There they go. They're off and pacing. Soldier Hill fires for the lead alongside High Creed Osborne. Off the rail third, it's Terra Escort, and Dr. McCoy slips through quickly, fourth on the inside. JT Mike came away fifth, angling in the sixth, Volunteer George. At the inside, a seventh, 11 by 14. And looking for the seat early, eighth. Now comes Dummy Rum Runner, saving ground, ninth along the rail. It's a firm bump. The trailer, it's SHIAGRAM Illusion as they reach the first quarter mile marker. Soldier Hill leads the early way, first quarter, 28-1. Parked to the outside, a second, and looking for a seat, it's High Creed Osborne. Along the rail third to Terra Escort. Dr. McCoy gets the perfect trip. He's drafting along with cover fourth. Volunteer George along the rail is fifth. Now to the outside, sixth comes 11 by 14, followed by a firm bump as they approach the halfway point. High Creed Osborne to the outside is parked. He can't clear inside, racing a second as they reach the half at Soldier Hill. The half, 57 and 2/5. Onto the backstretch they go in Soldier Hill. Inside advantage, retaking the lead. BANNAK, and here comes a little guy. Dr. McCoy pulls a pocket to the outside, and Dr. McCoy cruising right on by will take the lead by a nose and neck, 2-3 lengths in front. High Creed Osborne between horses is now racing a second. Soldier Hill giving it up on the inside. 11 by 14 is swinging 3 wide, far outside. Here comes a firm bump. 3 quarters in 1:27 minutes all. Dr. McCoy by 5 lengths. High Creed Osborne, and a firm bump is coming at him and coming on. Outside is 11 by 14 with less than an eighth of a mile to go. It's the Doctor by 5 lengths. Inside racing a second, a firm bump. High Creed Osborne is still game third. Outside 11 by 14. Dr. McCoy, the whip is tucked, is cruising home in front. 156, 2/5. Second, number 6, a firm bump, photo for show. Ninth race official trackside, the winner, number 10, Dr. McCoy. 4-year-old son of Albatross from a race-time mare Enterprising, owned by Don and Gene McKee of Newark. Jim Arledge Jr. trains. Jeff Out, the driver. First season's victory, the mile in 156 and 2/5. 10-6 Perfecta returning $64.60, $64.60. Superfecta 10-6, 2-4, $1,507.80. Complete order finished. The 1 Terra Escort 6, the 2 Volunteer George 3, 3 Soldier Hill 10, number 4 11 by 14 4, number 5 High Creed Osborne 5, number 6 a firm bump 2, 7 SHIAGRAM Illusion 7, number 8 JT Mike 9, number 9 Dummy Rum Runner 8, and Dr. McCoy the winner. Top down 6-3.